Retro Gamer Ranting. This is Twitch, and this is episode 8. I want to apologize if this one took a little bit longer getting out. As everyone knows, Goldeneye came out at the start of the month, and I pre-ordered it, and I got it, and I've been playing that, and when not playing that, I've been working, so I've been kind of busy. I honestly was going to try and get a blog up at the start of the month, on the 1st, but unfortunately I jinxed myself, and I did that by having a comment in my blog about how much I hate my computer and that I wish I had a better one, and just being a whiny little boy. First off, I'm going to say this before I jinx myself again. I like my computer. I love it. Okay, I shouldn't be complaining. I'm happy I actually have a computer. I could have nothing at all right now. But I don't mind that it takes 2 hours to boot up and another hour to start up Firefox. As long as it's working and letting me get the stuff done I need to, it's fine. I don't have to play games on it. That's what I got my Wii for. Anyway, long story short, I did a whole audio blog. I did the editing, and partially my fault because I never saved at all. I went to do one last thing, and the thing locked up on me and closed down my Audacity, the program I use to do a recording, and it erased everything. So my computer was basically telling me to appreciate it, and that's why I didn't have an audio blog sooner than this. Anyway, it probably wasn't going to be a good one anyway. This one's probably going to be a short one as well. I just want to kind of get out there and make a few comments about my first impressions on Goldeneye. I've played through a bit of the single player. Mostly I've been playing a lot of multiplayer, which rocks. Definitely Call of Duty-like. There's been great reviews across the board. Highest review I saw was on IGN, was a 9.0. I think GameTrailers.com gave it an 8.6, and GameSpot gave it an 8.5. So across the board, this is an awesome game. And really, if you're a first-person shooter fan and own a Wii, you should just get this game. This isn't really me doing a review of it. I'm going to probably do a proper review of it later on, so you might be hearing me talk about Goldeneye again in the next episode or something, who knows. But this is just basically me kind of commenting on all the negative comments people are having about it still. The game's out, it's been reviewed, it's a good game, and there's still a lot of people who are on the fence about it. And I've kind of been talking about it with people at work and looking online with comment boards and stuff like that. And it's not the original Goldeneye. It's not the N64 Goldeneye. It is a re-imaging, and it's a re-imaging in a good way. The single player is just awesome. You really feel like you're James Bond. You feel like you're playing a movie. It's fluid and fun, and it takes a lot of nods from the original game. It takes some nods from the original movie, but it's a whole new kind of story. Not a new story, but a new look at the story, a new take on it. A better take, I would have to say, and it has a lot of action to it. And honestly, it's probably the best first-person shooter I've played on the Wii. And for a while, actually. It's probably one of the best first-person shooter single-player campaigns I've played for a while, bar none. And I didn't think I'd be able to say that about a Wii game, especially a Wii first-person shooter game. I mean, not a Wii game, a Wii first-person shooter. There's a lot of really great Wii games. Yeah, and people are still kind of down on it because it's not enough like the classic one, or it's ripping off the classic one's name, and it's definitely it's not a game that's using the name just for a quick cash in. It is an experience worth playing, on any system, not just the Wii. If this would have came out on all the other systems too, I think people on an Xbox 360 and PS3 and PC would get an enjoyable experience. You hear way too many people commenting on, oh, well, that's a good game for the Wii, that is. When the first Conduit game came out, that got that comment a lot. It's a great first-person shooter for a Wii game. And I think a lot of people were expecting to say that about GoldenEye, but it's not. This is a great first-person shooter on any system. And I really hate the fact that people say for a Wii game, and I don't like using it myself. So, whatever. I mean, it's just damn fun. And yes, I said damn, I'm sorry. It is just enormously epic in the way that it handles itself, both story-wise, the stealth that you can do, which is just an option. You can be stealthy, you can be action, the side objectives, and just the replay value. I think from what I hear, it's about a 10-hour single player, which you don't really get that anymore. I mean, I think the Call of Duty games, like the last Call of Duty game, was like a 6-hour campaign, and so it has more levels. It has expanded, some of the levels are shorter than others, some are longer, and there is, of course, a lot of emphasis on shooting, but there's side objectives to do along with the main objectives, and it's just great fun. Kind of going to review mode here, but so I don't know. I guess the main thing I'm trying to say is I look at the new Goldeneye as a progression, a show of progression from first-person shooters back in 1996, I think, when the first Goldeneye came out, to 2010 now. And it kind of shows how much first-person shooters have evolved from 96 to 2010, and they put it into the new Goldeneye. And I think that's a very fitting game to do it with. The original Goldeneye revolutionized first-person shooters on a console and basically made it possible for games like Call of Duty and Halo and Killzone and all the rest to be as epic as they are today, and just did a lot for console first-person shooting. And now it kind of, Goldeneye now kind of shows, well, this is what Goldeneye brought. This is what it progressed into. And I think that's my best way of trying to describe it to people who are asking me. I was talking to someone at work today who was a original Goldeneye fan. He loved it so much, he played it so much, he doesn't own the new one yet. And there's someone else, the same thing, that was like the first game he owned and played a lot of. And it's like, well, did they take a lot out? Is it the same thing? What? And I'm just like, no, they actually added more. They gave the single player experience more, and and that's, like I said, it's a progression. It shows the progression of what first person shooters were back in 96 to what it is now. That's the best way I can describe it, and that's the best way I can kind of stave off people's like, it's not like the original. It's not meant to be like the original, and it's not going to replace the original. The original is still great in its own right, still has its own sense, and of course people are always going to love the original. But I think there's a place in everyone's video game library for this too, and this can sit right along the original GoldenEye 64 as being an excellent first-person shooter worth everyone's playtime. So you'll have GoldenEye 64, and right next to it you'll have GoldenEye Wii. And they're both great, and you'll be able to sit down with friends and play 4-player split screen. And a lot of people say the 4-player split screen on the original on 64 is still better than this, but I don't know. I haven't been able to do 4-player yet. I've just been able to do 2-player. I think it's fun. I think the 4-player split screen is great. Not as many options as I was hoping it would be, but there's the ability to customize with modifiers. I've been enjoying a lot of the online play, which is almost a carbon copy of what Call of Duty multiplayer is. I mean, this is an Activision game. They want to get multiplayer right. They're just like, well, just make it like Call of Duty, and it pretty much is. I mean, right down to, throwing the grenades and leveling up and getting perks, and the only things that they don't have is the ability to throw back grenades and, kill streaks that give you the ability to call in airstrikes or radar and stuff. So it's kind of a mix between, like I said, James Bond and Call of Duty. And a lot of people might be upset about this, but I think it's really good, There's destructible environments in the single player. I wish that would have been brought over to the multiplayer modes. I mean, you didn't have to destroy everything. I mean, it didn't have to be like Red Faction or anything. But it would have been nice if there would be certain areas in a multiplayer map that could be destroyable, so you could fish out snipers or something like that. That kind of didn't, and oddly, at least not yet in the single player, while the bad guys will throw grenades at you, James Bond doesn't get grenades in the single player, which is kind of weird because I was expecting that, but you get grenades in the multiplayer. But then again, I haven't played through all the single player campaign because the times I have been playing, I've been playing probably 90% multiplayer, online multiplayer, and 10% off and on playing through the single player, kind of nickel and diming it. So, I haven't completely finished it yet, and when I do finish it all, I will. I haven't experienced lag, hardly any at all, or too many glitches. I did have a lockup issue last night, but it was really late at night, and it might have been my Wii. It might not have been, the game or the such. I'm not really sure. I don't really know. But for most part, I've played a good, 10 hours worth of multiplayer, and I had like one issue. It's pretty easy to get into a match quite quickly. I haven't gotten to any friend matches yet. I have on my IGN, right now, I have a blog up for a Goldeneye friend code exchange. So go there if you want to exchange friend codes with people, and so you can play with other people on Goldeneye. And I guess there's more you can customize matches more with your friends versus just getting into a random match. The only thing another thing I kind of didn't like about the online play was the whole idea where you get 2 random maps to choose from before you jump into it, and you have to vote on it. I kind of would have liked at least 4 or something you could vote on, because sometimes people end up leaving a map because they don't like the map, and I've had entire rooms leave because the map selection wasn't what they wanted. And I agree. I mean, the maps for multiplayer are really good, but depending on which mode you're playing, there's like team deathmatch, there's Goldeneye, which is kind of like a points control match, and then there's deathmatch and black box mode and stuff. It's like, depending on which match you're playing, is more suited for different maps, I guess. I don't know, but the maps are all excellent anyway. But you can't really control that. I'm not a big fan of console online picking. It's all very random. Like, I grew up playing online on a PC, and so I'm used to picking servers and being able to see who's in the server and see what the map is, and you pick that and go into it. I like lobbies, and I never understood why that didn't really transfer over to consoles very well. At least, not on the Wii versions. I don't know. I think it's pretty much the same thing with other consoles as well. So I'm a server person myself. But, for the most part, I haven't had hardly any hiccups at all with online play, And there are slight frame rate issues for single player every now and then, but it's nothing too bad. But I don't know. I guess that's kind of my first impressions of it, and I just wanted to get that out there and before the new Call of Duty game comes out, because I'm pretty sure no one's going to be paying attention after Call of Duty Black Ops comes out, which I'm kind of was on the fence on with that too, because that's another game I really want for the Wii. Apparently the Wii version will have pretty much everything the other version have, including zombies, and will have the ability to use a classic controller and stuff. It's like there was no information on the Wii version of Black Ops until like the other week. And I finally found out information on it, and I'm just like, well, this would have been good too. But I'm glad with my purchase of Goldeneye, and I might not get Black Ops right away, because my quota is pretty much up for the year, and now everything else has to go on my Christmas list. But I will hopefully get Black Ops by Christmas, and so until then I'll just be playing Goldeneye, which is a great substitute and very Call of Duty-ish. So give it a try out there. Don't be a hater, people. And I know a lot of people have bad comments on it, but I'll have a review for it coming up soon, I'm pretty sure. And it is an excellent game, and just give it a try before you start smashing it. Don't go into it thinking it's going to be like GoldenEye 64. Go into it thinking like it's a whole new experience, and you're going to just love it. As always, I want to hear back from you. Please leave some comments. Subscribe if you like what you're hearing. And till next time, game fans, this is Twitch. Keep gaming.